Want to know the number that lenders use to decide whether or not a rental property will actually pay for itself? In other words, the rent is going to pay for the loan itself. That is DSCR. Today I'm going to be talking about why that's so important. So be sure to stick around. Let's dive in. Hey everybody, I'm Randy Wolfe, and today we're talking about DSCR. That stands for Debt Service Coverage Ratio. It measures a property's ability to cover its debt payment with net income. Now, the formula that you need to understand is this: net operating income divided by debt service equals the debt service coverage ratio, the DSCR. Now, be sure to stick with me until the end. I'm going to give you the magic number that most lenders want to see, okay? So if you look at, for example, let's use, again, real world numbers. Let's use a property that has an NOI of $12,000 per year. In other words, the net operating income of that property is $12,000 per year. And let's say the annual debt service, the amount of the mortgage for the year, is $10,000, okay? That means that the DSCR number is 1.2. That means the property generates 20% more income than the debt payments that are required to make that mortgage payment. Most lenders, here's your nugget, most lenders look for a DSCR of at least 1.2 to 1.25 for investment properties. Now, below that, the property is typically going to be considered too risky. So in other words, if a property brings in $1,000 a month and the loan is $1,000 a month, that's a DSCR of 1. That's going to typically be looked at as too risky, because guess what? You have all these other expenses, and you have property taxes, and you've got insurance and all these things. So there's a pro tip I'm going to give you here, and that is you can boost your DSCR by reducing expenses. That's a big way you can boost it. You can increase rent. That's another way. Obviously, you can't do that quickly. You have to wait till the term is up. But if the market allows it, you can increase rent, or you can negotiate better financing terms. So strong DSCR not only gets you approved, but also helps you negotiate better loan rates. So if you have a really strong DSCR number, let's say you've got a DSCR of like 1.5 or something like that, then oftentimes you might be able to leverage that and maybe get a better interest rate, that sort of thing. So value nugget is this: DSCR is the investor's safety net. You want to keep it above that threshold, and lenders will line up to work with you. A strong DSCR will get you those loans that you're looking for. I love DSCR loans. I use them all the time on my rentals, and so definitely a way that you can do that. You know, so many people when they get started out, they actually will use traditional, like conventional loans, and I've never been a big fan of those. I like the DSCR. Their interest rates are going to be a little higher usually than a conventional loan, but it's a whole lot less hoops to jump through, and you can really scale your portfolio with DSCR loans. So I thank you for watching this video today. If you haven't yet, be sure you subscribe to this channel. I'm putting out content each and every single week, y'all. Every single week I'm putting out new content. So if you want to get that new content, learn more about real estate investing, subscribe to this channel. Be sure to like this video, by the way, as well, if you found value. And last, check out my private community. I have a link in the description below in this video that will give you the link address where you can go check that out. Now, I will say currently at the time of this video, our private community is full. We're not adding any new members, but if it's still full when you watch this video, you can sign up on the wait list and we'll get you notified once it's available. Or if it's in the future, who knows, maybe it's open again. So be sure to check that out if you're interested in learning more about that. As always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you on the next video.